Hi, my name is Cora Hudgins, and I'm going to be speaking on social media, and here are my audience members.
Hey, I'm Rachel.
Hey, I'm Callan.
Hey, I'm Haley.
Could you live without your cell phone? Could you live without your internet? Could you live without your iPhone or your tablet? These questions seem easy to answer at first, but when you really think about your life and how often you use each of these devices, the question gets a little harder. Technology first began to boom in the 1900s and has continued to grow from that point to where we are today. In today's society, we are familiar with devices such as cell phones, computers, iPods, iPads, and so much more that people in older times couldn't even imagine. Beyond just the devices, we've expanded what each device does and the functions that it carries out. The most popular function that we use through these devices is a collection of websites and applications that enable users to create and share content, a thing called social media. Social media is a hot topic in today's world. You have apps like Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram all available to you at the touch of a button. Many people think that social media only affects teenagers, when in reality it affects adults, employees, and everyone. Social media can have positive and negative aspects. It's a very good means of communication, but it is also a very popular place for cyberbullying. Where do you draw the line between beneficial and corruptive? On average, Americans spend 7.6 hours a month using social media, with the majority of individuals accessing these sites through cell phones. This tells you how time-consuming social media can really be. Statistics state that 73% of teens are on social media. This means that 3/4 of teens are exposed to the ability to connect with strangers all over the world, to the inappropriate links and photos available on these sites, to the fake news and information portrayed, and to the hurtful and negative comments you see daily. On the other hand, 3/4 of teens are able to create new social connections, students are able to research information for jobs in school, and teenagers are able to keep in touch with family members and friends who they don't have the option to see daily. Adults are also affected by social media. Statistics say that as of January 2014, 74% of adults are using social networking sites. This means that the same amount of adults are using social media as teenagers. Therefore, adults are being exposed to the same information that the kids are. Social media can cause immaturity in adults, with drama and bad relationships being formed through social media sites. In the workplace, managers have begun to look at applicants' social media sites to judge the person's quality before hiring them. Social media has given companies a window beyond just a resume into a person's life. Employers use this to see if an applicant will be a good image for their company. Social media is only becoming more and more popular and affecting more and more people. A new study says that social networking use among internet users ages 50 years and older has nearly doubled from 22% to 42% over just the past year. Social media has both positive and negative aspects. In my opinion, the bad aspects outweigh the good. Some advantages to social media are that kids can gain social confidence from interacting with others online. Kids can become more familiar with new and emerging technologies. Kids can find support in online communities, and keeping in touch with friends and family members that live far away can become easier. On the other hand, some disadvantages to social media are false senses of connection, cyberbullying, an increased rate of suicide, a decrease in the user's self-worth and self-esteem, a decreased productivity, and a decrease in privacy. All of these factors should be taken into consideration before you decide whether or not to be a part of the next top hit social media craze. With the positive and negative aspects of social media in mind, it is very hard to take a stand on this topic. I personally have a Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram account that I use regularly. I feel as if I use these sites for the right reasons, but I still have to say that I believe that the bad outweighs the good. I believe that social media is not monitored as closely as attentively as it should be. I believe that there are a lot of parents who are unaware of what their children are spending their time doing on their cell phones, computers, and much more. I don't believe that parents understand the risks of social media and the accessibility their child is getting to these inappropriate and disturbing posts, links, and photos. I believe that there is not enough safety within the social media sites and that more safety regulations should be enforced. With all of the new inventions and technologies that keep arising, social media only has more room to grow and become more demanding. It is important that we, as a society, keep an eye on the impact that social media can have on teenagers, adults, employees, and everyone. As helpful and fun as it is, there are too many negative consequences that come from social media, and we are the only ones who can stop that. The line between beneficial and corruptive needs to be distinguished, and quickly. Thank you.